season is over. The NBA is back. How happy are you to hear those words?
You have no idea. I've been waiting a long time for tonight, a game that counts. How great is this?
The starters for Utah. Bam Adebayo is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Peyton Watson, then it's Henderson, and it's Ingram in at the 2.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, despite standing about 6'2", Henderson has a big-time vertical, and he plays a lot bigger than his height.
Henderson hits them both. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Henderson outside. And there's the rejection.
When it comes to contesting shots, Uzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Doncic passes to Barnes. Denver moving it around. White for 3. Utah grabs a miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
Now here's Doncic. Outside Barnes. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Henderson with it.
Are you kidding me?
Clear the deck!
Wow!
Oh, a 360 jam! Wow! Doncic with the bucket.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Here's Henderson. Gafford grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Doncic against Henderson. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Ingram. Henderson, right side. White with the steal. And Denver pushing it up now. Three-pointer, Buzelis. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Adebayo. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 4. Victory eluded them last time in Denver when they faced the Nuggets.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Doncic against Henderson. Pass to Barnes. And here's White. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Barnes. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Barnes has got 6.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backward, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
Jazz trail by 7, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Nuggets. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Denver leading by 7. From the arc. And another miss by Denver. The Jazz have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Outside for Henderson. Siakam outside. To get back on track. And And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Henderson following that last three-pointer by Denver. Oh, hammer it home.
Nice.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ingram, the pass to Siakam. Drains the triple. Siakam's got 5 now.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Pass to White. Denver moving it around. 3 from Barnes. Again the miss by Barnes. Jazz trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Ingram against Barnes. Here's Henderson. Drives to the hoop. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Give him 8.
Attacking the hoop. That is Scoot Henderson's bread and butter. Unstoppable when he's going downhill.
Back to Doncic. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for Harrison Barnes, providing a lot of energy for Denver. He dropped. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Luka Doncic is out there with Derek White, and it's Gafford in at center. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game.
That shot wide open. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Watson. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Well, you love a quick 3 points up the inbounds. That's about as good as it gets from out of bounds.
Outside Adebayo. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Gafford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Buzelis. Doncic outside. And again, Denver with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Henderson scanning the floor. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Denver. Gafford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Watson. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Down low. Adebayo in the post. He's guarded by Gafford. And here's Henderson. He's got 10. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Doncic. Defended by Watson. Here's Luka. And Doncic Doncic hammers it home.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Denver's shooting their first free throws of the game. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Gafford grabs the miss.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Henderson, the pass to Adebayo. Out to the right wing. Adebayo with a powerful jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. He can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Doncic outside, fires the three. Doncic, count it!
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Henderson. He's got 12. Utah needs to get off the shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Jackson for three. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's Denver. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout.
For the Magic, they'll be up against the Suns out in Phoenix. 5 p.m. Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Denver Nuggets.
They did their homework. They're all on the same page. That's why we're seeing precision offense.
My analysis will be efficient as their...
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Jay Crowder. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. Crowder with a screen. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Denver.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
About a minute played here in the second half. Dinwiddie passes to Crowder. Here's Mamukelashvili, guarded by Doncic. Mamukelashvili, no good. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 16-point lead. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
And great job to establish position and square up.
So it's Denver now. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Soft touch off the glass. Doncic has got 19 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Prince. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. Third is Luka Doncic.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
6 to shoot. He shoots.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Fires in the triple. 22 points for him.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The 3 from Prince. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Jazz trail by 20. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He's getting a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous. All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Dinwiddie outside from behind the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
The exceptional quickness Dinwiddie brings to his plays. He lets that shot off out of nowhere.
Pass to James. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
There's a screen. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Sunday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And you know for that matchup with the Thunder, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Pass to James. 4-3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 6.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Utah shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And every season, Dinwiddie just seems to get better, wanting to take on more and more responsibility. You have to appreciate his work ethic.
It's Doncic with a drive. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Denver has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. And the dunk by Jackson.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Denver shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Crowder, the pass to Grimes. Offline with a 3. Well, the Nuggets shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. Pass to James. They get it back. That's tipped. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets firmly in control with an impressive 28. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Kelly Oubre. James is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Jackson, and it's Mobo in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. Pass to Mamukelashvili. On the wing, Crowder. Over Jackson. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The Jazz shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Prince against Oubre. Here's Prince. It's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Mobo. Out to Oubre. Uncovered. No good on the shot.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
The 3 from Prince. Counted from distance.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Doncic right side. Pass to Mobo. The 3 ball. And Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 27 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Crowder, the pass to Grimes. Here's Prince. He's covered by Oubre. Crowder, a screen on Oubre. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oubre on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Look at who's out there now for Denver. Gafford, he's checked in for Mobo. Uzelis comes in for Jackson. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's White in for James. Dinwiddie passes to Prince. Adebayo, a screen on Barnes. Here's Prince. And that one drops.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Gafford with a screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Buzelis. From deep. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And finished off by Adebayo.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Doncic, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Ingram's checked in for Utah. Henderson comes in for Dinwiddie. That's good from Doncic. Last season, Nikola Jokic averaged a triple-double. The first big man to ever do it, Coach.
And only the third player to ever do it. I mean, in one of these games, BA, he had 30 points, 22 assists, and 21 rebounds. This guy's from another planet.
As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, BA, I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, BA. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Now here's Henderson. Not a lot of room. Prince against Barnes. 5 to shoot. Here's Henderson. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, tonight we're seeing why Scoot Henderson went 3rd overall in the draft. He possesses serious scoring talent.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about them?
Well, BA, I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Here's Buzelis. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
And again, it's Denver missing. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, in a great win for the Nuggets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Luka Doncic.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Henderson outside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Buzelis. And a big-time jam as he slams it right over Adebayo.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
And he's going for the oop here.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. So no problem for Denver as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what.
Nikola.
Allie, thank you as always.
66.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy.